Hello, everybody. Good morning, my dear students. This is the fourth class of MCO-1. The subject is organizational behavior, and MCO-1 and block number 4 for today's class for the discussion. Now I am presenting my slides with regards to the particular topic. But in previous class, we have already covered some of the topics like organizational behavior, but in today's class for the discussion is that is group, and what is group norms, and what is leadership, and some other topics. My dear students, this is my in front of you the ppts are to be shown, that is MCO1 block number 4, and the topic is group behavior. And myself, Dr. Durga Madhav Mahapatra, lecturer in commerce, Fakirmohan Autonomous College, Baleshwar, and counselor of Indira Gandhi National Open University, New Delhi. In front of you, I am presenting the particular topic as regards to the block 4, that is group behavior. Under this topic, there are 4 units are there. One unit is group formation and structure, and next one is the communication, another one is team building and leadership, and another one is power and politics. My dear students, the first unit is topic is group formation and structure. What is group, why the group is formed, and how to what is the cohesiveness of the particular group, and what are the positive points of the group to do the particular task. These are under the particular coverage under the unit 12, that is group formation and structure. My dear students, question is, what is group? It means it is the association of two more persons have some objective. Why we are associate with another person? There is some objective is there, some common goal is there, some so that it is that is a one type of interaction between the persons, or between the two or more than person, with to achieve a common goal, and it is the basic element of a group. Means suppose you and your friends start a one type of club, or either it may be sports club or any amusement club, and that is the one objective is there to interact with each other to achieve certain goal or to certain needs. That is the concept of the group. But the question is, the particular group have one or particular work group have one common goal, or it can be somewhere it can be interact with each other with some course of action, and you may call as there is a interaction in between psychologically. It means what I think, my if my friend thinks so, automatically the friendship is arises and the group is formed. That's called as a psychologically aware of each other, or psychologically know about each other. Means group, a certain persons, their mind, their attitude, their behavior, and they are psychologically fit enough to form a group. Means each group is interdependent and dependent on each other. Interdependent and dependent on each other means everybody's problem has an, if any problem is arises, and everybody can stand enough to sort out this problem, and so that you may call it as to achieve a certain goal or certain needs of that type of gathering of individuals, or in any gathering, just the no objective, if the particular objective is not there, that is you cannot call it as a group. Another one is there are different factors of group formation. What are these factors? There are psychological factors are there. If someone interest is match with other person, or interest or attitude or personality or perceive something, then automatically it is a psychologically we can interact with each other and to form a group or form a one type of club or form a one type of you may call as a social organization. Another what is social factors. Sometimes Brahmins, Marwadis, social class, caste, Muslims, and Hindu and religion. From this way to some way, they are also formed as some group. And for security aspect, the group is also formed. Security aspect means from to solve the local problems or to solve the health problems or some of the group through group you may change the behavior also. This is the security purposes. From economic aspect, the group is also formed. Means the types of economic incentives, some getting some benefits, or he she will get some benefits or rules and regulation or any obligatory terms. Or suppose I need money for my daughter for her education or for her particular construction of any house or my medical checkup or medical care. For this purpose I need fund. And how I get fund? Now this is a way through a group I can mobilize the funds. That is the main factor, that is called as the economic factor. Another one is cultural factor. In a society there are different type of caste, creed, religion people are living, and they in a particular harmony it arises through the particular group. It means I may called as a Brahmins family, I may called as a Marwadis family, I may called as that type of. It means suppose Holi is arises, Dasera is arises, some sort of region culture through which the particular type of celebration, political type of cultural or traditional or a similar language speaking people can form a one type of group that is called as a cultural factors. Means even if we are far away from a different place, but certain groups are formed. We are in between of suppose in Oriya people they form a group. Suppose Telugu people they form also a group for their culture for celebration of a particular event. That type of attitude is called as a cultural factors. Another one is proximity, interaction, interest. Means similar interest, proximity, similar to me, and interaction. If I'm interact with each other or some reason we are liking each other, automatically the group is formed. If someone is influence on me, automatically I may join the particular group. And how I join? Due to the suppose in a tea stall you have to talking with each other and some point your discussion is very hot in nature. Automatically you are so much interact with your friends, and in this connection that type of form a group is formed, that is called as a proximity, interest. Another one interaction and influence. Another one is my dear student, there are different types of work groups are there. Formal work group is there, informal work group is there. Another one is small groups is there, large groups is also there. But if you talk about formal work group, it means to achieve a specific goal. For specific purposes, we are to be form a group. Suppose, for example, in college, in school, in university, or any other department, purchase committees there, different committees are there. And the purpose behind it is to purchase the articles with a fair rate or to review the quotations, or suppose a quality control group is there, discipline action committee group is there, or for the product quality checking for the safety needs and discipline. For this purpose some formal groups are to be formed. These type of formal groups are to be different types are there. How it is formal group are formed? Now you may call it as a committees. It means it is a collection of people who are brought together in the organization to specific goal. It means suppose 5 to 6 people to form a one committee, and the committee one senior person is become as a chairperson of this committee, and he has to look out the either purchase department, either production, either some objectivity is there, and that type of tackling the problem is arises through the committee. Another one is the team. Team is also a one part of a formal group. You may call as a I become the team of Bharat cricket team, and that's the Indian cricket team. That's a high level of interaction among its members, and the team work together also very much intensively to achieve a common goal. Another one is the self-managed groups. Some groups are to be self-managed and responsible enough to accomplish the goal and objective. My dear students, one is formal group, work group, another one is informal work group. If you talk about informal, that is called as a one type of the you may call it as a formally fulfill some of the basic needs, bare needs, or fill the membership of a particular group. And informal group are the friendship group. Suppose your friendship with each one friend, and you likes his work, you love to socialize with each other, and that type of attitude is called as the informal group. Means some friendship group and some picnic party, you enjoy with a picnic party, or you may call it as a nowadays a present a kitty party, and that type of group of ladies who can frequently interact with each other, and to gather at a lunch period of time, that is called as a friendship group. Another one is interest group. Suppose my interest is to watching TV, or my interest is watching some of the good interaction with some sports events. So automatically some groups are to be formed. Oh, we are like the cricket match, and this is the way we are discussing the how the Dhoni's performance is well, or how the Virat Kohli performance is well. That type of interaction is also covered under the interest group. Another some other groups are there. Everybody knows small group and large group. The if the group is large number of people, or that is a full time members is there, or some basic objective is there, and that is called a large group. And small group, we can interact with a regularly, but small group is there. In a tea stall, you have to interact with your friends. That's called a small group. In a school, in a college, you can interact with your friend. In a particular company, your group is only 2 to 3% to interact with some purpose. That called as a small groups and large group. My dear students, the groups are different types: formal group, informal group, another one is small group and large group. But the question is how the groups are to be and how the groups are to be developed, or development of the groups. Every group has on some rules and regulations are there, and some principles there, and some practices are there. And the Turkmen has divided in these type of development of group in 5 stages: forming, storming, norming, performing, and arjoning. If you talk about forming, the first stage of the particular group, try to know each other. When you form a group, you are very much shy about to ask your friend what's your name, and what's your what you are doing at a present time, and that type of attitude you might call as a forming. And storming, you can it is the second stage of characterize of a particular group. You should know what is the agree point level and what is disagree point level of a particular group. Another one is norming, some rules, some regulations, some feelings will develop, and some intimacy is developed, some close intimacy, some relationship is developed. That is called as a norming. Your feelings of friendship also develop among them. That's called as a norming. Means norming means that type of really start feeling that without my friend I cannot do something. That is called as some agreeable standards is there. Another one is performing. I can tackle all type of group tasks. I can do the task. I can real challenge to complete the task. That is called as a performing. Another one is the arjoning. That is called as the last stage of the group development, and it's called in ecology it can disbands after having the accomplishment of group. Means some ongoing groups which do not go through the some of the changes, that is called the arjoning. Another one is sometimes you may call it as a group cohesiveness. Cohesiveness means So some similarity is there, some attractiveness of each others. It means, or you may call it as the attractiveness of a group to its members. Means that type of similarities and high cohesiveness of a group means appeal to the each member, and the performance effectiveness will be high. This is why the particular groups, the concept you may call it as a group cohesiveness. Cohesiveness you may call it as a, there are some factors are there. One is size of the groups. Suppose small family is more cohesiveness, means, or small group is more cohesiveness. If the group is large, it is very difficult to satisfy to everybody. Means small group 5 to 6 members for your father, mother, your brother, and your sister, your grandparents. So some cohesiveness is approach is there. And in this section, the according to the size, your decision making is something different. Another one is the homogeneous character. Similar characters people are there, comfortable nature is there, automatically group is formed. Success groups, competition, exclusiveness, competition with other groups. In this case, the motive is something different. Another one is groups. Another point is group norm. What is norm means? Here rules, here regulation, here irrespective of its type, some regulation is there. What is the norm? The norm is to achieve the goal. Norm is to control, regulate the behavior. Norm is to survive in the threat of competition, or in a present world we have to survive each other with the protection. Each other with the protection. It means we have to form a group to protect each other in presence of interferences, and that expressive of groups is there, and predictability of members performance of appearance. For this reason the group norm is formed. If you talk about group dynamics, dynamics means your interaction and your forces between the groups in a social situation. Some purpose is there through which your here dynamics means change. What type of group will you change? Now through interaction, your attitude will change, and through interaction with the other group or the other members, automatically it is forced to obtain the some of the social settings also. And this is so that the Curtin Lewin has described the in 1930s group dynamics is necessary. Means both formal, both informal group is necessary indeed of group dynamics. But another one is group decision making. How to decide in, but the question is what is decision making? Now decision making is a one ingredient part of a function of a manager, and decision making also taken place in alone by or by the group also. Means what a positive point of decision making means, if that is called as a better application of your knowledge, capability, idea. If my decision making is very much strong, it means my knowledge, my ability to understand the problem or the idea or the alternative course of action can be stronger than the other person. And my knowledge, experience, formation of a several member of group which can improve through decision making. Means it also develop the feelings among others. That type of commitment attitude is under the group decision making. And some limitations are there. What type of limitations? You may call it as it consuming arrive at a consensus also, or you may call it as a differences in politics within the group. Within the group, one politics is also it's a common problem, and some complexity also a one problem. Some confidentiality, lacking of confidentiality means some people are leaking some of the information to the outsiders. That's called as a lacking of confidentiality. Means these some few members are do not take part in spirit of doing the particular task, that is called as a lacking of confidence. Another, my dear students, these are the overall concept of a group formation, and what the purpose of the group and types of the group. It's a one important for your examination also. Another topic is the communication. If you talk about communication, this is the unit 13, communication. Communication, the question is what is management? Management means getting done through others, and communication is a one function of a management. Means communication, miscommunication, barriers to communication, and types of communication. If you talk about types of communication, that is the communication may be top level to bottom level, or bottom of pyramid, or lower level to top level. But the here communication is always a two-way process. But in present day world, through WhatsApp you can communicate to your friend, and through Instagram you can communicate to your friend, or through Twitter you can communicate to your friend. Means some person is sender, or so that, or some person is a receiver, and that can be interact. That type of response is known as a sender to receiver, and in between some problem is arises, and that problem we can trace out, we can discuss one by one. So that my dear students, communication is a mutual understanding with a commonness of purpose, and it is a one type of continuous process, or you may call as effective communication is a effective decision making. Effective communication leads to effective decision making. Means if you good at a communicator, automatically your decision making, or your unity of command is something different from the other person. My dear students, if you talk about communication, your ideas, your facts, your opinion, your information can be transmitted through a different channel. I am talking about channel here. Channel is through in previous day telegram is there, or through letter is there, or you can write a letter, or you can speak, or oral communication is also there, or through diagram you can communicate, or through action you are communicating, your gesture. Suppose a blind person, or suppose a deaf person, through which their gesture, through gesture they can also communicate. But in present day world, technology is an enabler, and without technology, the man cannot exist. In this connection, I want to say it is indeed to have to review the communication process, so that the government is now imposing some of the guidelines to the Twitter, and some action are to be undertaken. But here my point is, my topic is, communications are maybe the vertically word, and horizontally. If you talk about vertically, it is called as a matrix size, or a horizontal size, and through which different level, different department, different parts of the organizations, through which you can interact with each other. Another one is, my dear student, there are different process of communications are there. Sender is there, message is there, channel is there, receiver is there, and feedback is there. And some, if you talk about communication process, there is a two-way communication. There is a, without two person, that you cannot communicate each other, and there are two parties are there. One ongoing process is there, and communication, flow of communication with certain message. Communication means why you communicate to your friend. That means your message can be passed on to your friend, and this is the way through which you can interact with your friend. So in my PPT you see there is a one diagram is there. Sender, then sender has sent the message through channel. Through channel is the either telegram, either letter, either WhatsApp, either email, either Instagram, either Twitter. There are different electronic channels are there, and it can be sent to the receiver, and receiver can give some feedback that I received your letter, I received your email, okay, thank you, regards. That is the way through you can communicate, so that you may call it, it's called as a clear perception way of thinking, ideas of problem of thinking, transmission of message. It can motivate the receiver also, and that type of effectiveness evaluation of approach through have a good communication. But my dear students, there are different elements of communications process are there. What are the process? What are the elements? One person is a sender, you may call it as a communicator, and the communicator can encoding it the message. Medium is there, it can be decoded, then receiver, then feedback. Why I am talking about encoding and decoding? If you send some message through WhatsApp or email or any type of electronic channel, or you may call it in primitive stages, not only primitive stages, in previous years, days back, at post office, some telegram is a one via media through communicate with the other person. And how? they are communicated. Now some sound is ringing, that sound can changes with the encoding to decoding. It means if it is sounds 1 and 2, that it means that transmits someone understand the what it does it mean. That's called as a one type of communicator, encoding message, medium, decoding, receiver, and then feedback. This is a another way of a communication process. If you talk about message, sorry, that may be verbal or written. If you talk about medium, that is a face to face, that it may be facility, that may be notices, that may be circular, that may be telex, telegrams or telegraphs also. And these are the, if you talk about decoding, it means conversion of message by the receiver into the meaningful terms, meaningful words, that is also decoding. Means this is the way you can communicate with your friends. Not only friends, the manager can communicate with your the subordinates, and the top level manager can communicate with the lower level managers. In this connection, I have to pointed out that if the communication is a miss, or if the communication is a one type of barriers are to be arises, automatically it can misunderstood the particular situation, automatically the company incurring losses. For example, if you talk about some of the formal communication, it is maybe the, you may call as a formal communication, may be called as official communication, may be called as a chain of command, and that may be upward, downward, maybe horizontal also. Upward and downward or horizontal. Everybody know the level of management are there. Top, middle, lower. If you interact with the top to bottom or bottom to top, or you may call it as a pyramidical of level of management, automatically the upward and downward communication is arises, and some of the policies, plans, orders, instruction, rules, regulation, and also procedures can be focused, undertaken in this way. Another one is, if you talk about horizontal, there are, or vertical, different departments are there, departmental heads are there, they can communicate with through the in different other way. This is a way also of another formal communication, but there are certain advantages there and certain negative points also under the formal communication. But if you talk about informally, that can be taken place in independently offline official line of communication, that is called as the informal communication, and that can be satisfy the social needs also. Means you may call it as that type of network of communication is known as a graphene. But what is graphene? It means it is a leads to one type of humor. It means the particular direct which cannot be easily traced out, and that type of communication is called as a informal. Informal means friendly approach you can communicate, through social attitude you can communicate, or through you cannot take part of the official channel also, and you may not linked with the chain of command also, chain of command or scalar chain of command also. This is the way through which informal communication is arises. That type of network communication is known as a graphene, GRAPEBN, graphene. Another one is oral communications are there. Already I have speak some your ideas through words, through spoken, through interaction, and through mechanical device, through nowadays telephone or mobile phone are the one important channel for the oral communication. Another one is some written communication through you writing a letter, notices, circulars, and some way you can interact with your friends, not and interact with your managers. That type of record of communication, that type of expression of your thought is also a focus under the written communication. And there are certain, even if there are certain disadvantages are there, every communication has an positive points are there, some negative points are there. Some you may call as a time consuming, you may call as a expensive in nature, you may call as a there is very much lacking of relationship, you may call as a it is difficult to clarification of your words to speak or to written in a particular statement, it's a very difficult. It is not suitable for all purposes. And these are the some of the negative points are there. But my dear student, even if another communication is there, that is called as a gestural communication. If your handshake, or if you are salute to any other person, or that type of gestural communication is very much useful in the conveying your feelings, your emotions and attitude. You see, look at the military persons, they, or you see at police station or police, top officials to bottom level, how they are interact with each other through handshake and through salute. And in this way, their emotion will be applied to the top level messaging system, and that type of audiences of indicates of your reaction, your response of a one type of communication way. And another one is there are different principles of good communications are there. Some clarity is necessary, some objective is necessary. With the objective, some factors is necessary, some tone and content of message is necessary. Means these are the some of the follow-up communication necessary, and some thought or conveying of things is necessary. Means and in what purposes I can communicate, that is the important word, and interest is in taken in into the need of the hour also, and correlation of action is necessary. And that, but however, my dear students, but there are certainly different barriers to communications are there. What are the barriers? What are the barriers means problems. What type of problems you can encounter with the at the time of communicate to one person to another person. Now, one is the organizational barrier, and sometimes some top level managers or delay transmission from the top level, distortion of message, that called organizational barrier. Status barrier is there. Suppose if you have a good status, why you speak to your lower people or subordinates? That type of do not feel free to talk to the superior also. Semantic barrier also, some words and symbols. Through words and symbols, you see in the road there is a separate type of symbols are there. Through symbol you understand that red light, it means we can stop our vehicle, and green light, it means we can start our vehicle and to go for our destination. So that type of attitude is semantic barrier is there, unintentional barrier is there, perpetual barrier is there, some into specific areas of interest, some premature evaluation is also there. It means it happen to the receiver to evaluate the messages. Means these are the some of the barriers through which you can overcome this, the particular barriers of communication. My dear students, but however, there are different methods of overcoming the barriers of communications are there. What are these methods? Now, how you are to overcome these barriers? Now, through your politeness of approach, through your clarity of information, through your superiority of a complex, and through your egoistic of a communication, means reduce your digest of egoistic of communication, or through your positive attitude, through your clear ambiguitiness of approach, and through your good listening, your barrier will be reduced, and through your requisite facilities, the barrier is reduced. It means these are the some of the barriers to communication. But but if you talk about how to make communication effective, and what is the best way of communication, if the flow of information or flow of channel is smooth way, it means if I am interacting with your friend, with you through internet, if my internet is breakdown, automatically it is difficult to interact with you. And this is so that it is called as a regulating the flow of communication. Regulatory means the priorities of messages to be concentrated on to import a high priority. Means overloaded of tax is not necessary, or reduce the chances of overlooking or ignoring. And feedback is also necessary. Language of message is always necessary. I am always said that you can put your message through chat box. It means the language of message is necessary to interact with the communicator. And importance of listening carefully is also necessary. Listening means some verbal messages that carefully implies to active process, and you can patiently, mentally, you can also listen, and you can restrain your emotions also. Means strong feel, emotion, stress is also a part and parcel of a sender receiver of a handicaps in a communication process also. Non-verbal signal compliance also, and a mutual trust and faith. Mutual trust is necessary, and this is the way through which the particular communications can be made, and through successfully, and you can also reduce the barriers of communication. And another topic is the interpersonal dynamics or transactional analysis. The question is, it is a new concept, transactional analysis. It is a generally contribute to the organizational development. How the organization will develop in a different cope up with the different situations, and how the people are responsible, how the people are assertiveness, how they are take part in the decision that covered under the transactional analysis. And transactional analysis is a versatility, and it is used in simply theory to helping the people to interpersonal skill. Means skill is needed, and that type of spot decision is needed. Means if some type of strikes is arises, some type of lockouts is arises, suppose some type of mischievous activity is going on in the particular company, what's your present idea to tackle these exercises of problem? That's called as a transaction analysis. And you so that it can clearly and identify the problems, and it can encourage the people to try things and decide what makes sense also. And it is an integrative model of thinking also. My dear student, these are the overall concept of a communication. Now I am another topic that is called as a team building and leadership, that is unit 14. And what is team and what is the team building? The question is, what is team? Team means two or more person interact with each other and have some common goal, that is called as a team. And the team have one different objectives are there. Group and team, these are the some similar meaning, but somehow it is different. Why it is different? Now the team is also two more persons, regular interaction, mutually accountable, independent, socially entity, and to achievement of some goals. So there are similarly there are two teams are there. Formal team is there, informal team is there, and which can you deliberately to the managers carrying out the specific task also. That's also called as you. It means in a particular company you are lead the particular team. How you lead the team? If your subordinates are not obeying your orders, automatically you are a failure leader. So that you know about the team, and you have to create a team spirit, team attitude, go and create a good environment through which your deliberation by the managers to carry out the specific task also. Another one is, what is team development? Every team has done some development purposes. Forming, similarly, you can understand the behavior of the team members. Storming, you can interact with the team members with some task or some work relations. Or norming, some rules and regulation, or start moving from manners also. Completing processes arises, and how to they are cope with the teams with achievement. Performing, how to task will be completed with the specific objective, what type of improved cooperation is necessary, and helping to solving the conflict also. Arjoining, you can aware about the team is also for some purposes, and but somehow you can change the awareness, conflict, cooperation, and productivity will be increases. But the question here is, team building have some different approaches are there. Some team building approaches are, it means Uday Parikh is a good at HR, and he has described there are Johari window concept is there. Some window is there. You can know about the feelings of the team members. You will know about the opinions of the team members. You can accept the feedback also. Some negotiation approach you can also develop, and some team roles approach you can develop. So team role approach means chairman, coordinator, that is a monitor, evaluator, company worker, resource manager. Through which the role are the different, and the behavior modification approach, through you can understand the behavior, how your own behavior to find out a suitable behavior or suitable way to get some performance. and stimulation approach is there. So artificial team is formed, and you can deliberate the team to work out and how they are performing. And some action level research is necessary. Action level research means a wide range of activity can be focused on through interaction with the team member with evaluation of behavior. How you can study the behavior of a team is under the action taken research and inquiry approach, projected figure also, linkage and force field approach, through which you can also change your team attitude nation. Another one is the team effectiveness. How you are to team should be in effective in manner. In this connection, the Stephen Mary has described regarding the team effectiveness. How you say this team is more effective than the other team, means you are always focused on the cricket match is going on, and this time the Indian cricket team win the match and in confronted with the particular team that is called the Pakistan team or Australian team. It means the team leader is indeed to have some quality to lead the team. It means that type of effectiveness. It means organizational effectiveness, design type team design effectiveness, team process effectiveness. But you always said the Virat Kohli's team. It means one spinner is there, one batsman is there, and these are the more one good bowler is there, through which the team spirit attitude, through which we can win the team or win the match. It means some reward system is there, good communication system is there, physical space is there, organizational environment is there, and structure should be developed, and leadership style of leadership also developed to the effective of team. And the team design, it means some team size is also there, team composition is also there. Team size, how you size the team, means if the size the team is a formal, informal, large or big, according to this way your effectiveness is something different. Team process means team development, team's role, team cohesiveness. Cohesiveness means the similarity of ideology of idea, attitude, behavior with the members, through which the team effectiveness is arises. Another concept is called as a leadership. The question is, you have to lead the team. If the lead team means you have to understand the concept of leadership. Leadership means who is a good leader. You may call it as Navin Patak is a good leader, or Narendra Modi is a good leader, or otherwise Ratan Tata is a good leader, or Mahatma Gandhi is a good leader, Nehru is a good leader. In terms of you have to understand their behavior, their way of doing, their way of influencing the people. And leadership means it is a one functions of a management. The management has different functions: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, controlling. Another one is leadership. The leadership is a process of influencing the group activities towards the achievement of certain goal. And who is a leader? The leader is a person who is capable enough to do the task, to do the task, to influence the people. Means always a leader is a guide, leader is a lead the particular team, and leader is a influencer also, and they can strive willingly for the group objective, strive the members. Or it is a influencer, you may call it as influencer, you may call it as a pursuit to goal also. It is a leadership is a continuous process also. These are the some of the different types of leadership are there. Different types of autocratic leadership, democratic leadership, laissez-faire style leadership, continuum leadership behavior. But if you talk about autocratic means the leader can instruct all his or centralize his power himself and take all decisions. That is called as autocratic leadership. You see in a political parties, you see in the some companies, one person can lead the take the decision, and he loves power. He loves power, and never delegate authority and responsibility to his subordinates. That type of attitude is called as autocratic. But if you talk about democratic, if you talk about consultative, if you talk about participative, means consultation with the subordinates and democratic way to take part the decision, and the participative in nature of take part in the decision means such type of leadership can consult their subordinates and participative in nature through subordinates and democratic way of take the decision. That type of keep follower informed about the matters of affecting, that is called as a democratic. And free rein and laissez-faire leadership means sometimes subordinate themselves take decision. Suppose sometimes subordinates are take some decision, there is no leader is there. That is called as a, that type of leadership that is called as a free rein. Mean freely take part the decision. Lazy fair leadership. Another one is continuum leader behavior. It means Robert Thanen and Warren he has described the particular concept that is called as a continuum of leader behavior. In this concession, some boss center leader and some there is no type of authority moves from authoritarian or boss center to democratic subordinate center. That is called the continuum leader behavior. It means sometimes your bossism is arises, sometimes democratic is arises. That type of combination of attitude is called the continuum of leader behavior. But my dear student, there are different functions of leadership is there to develop the teamwork and to time management necessary, proper use of power, interact with the counselor and the representation of the particular group. But certain leader has a good quality. If I am become as a good leader, I have some quality, mentally and healthy sound. First, mentally and healthy sound. Empathy towards people, empathy or sympathy towards people, confident, objectivity, and due diligence of knowledge, decision making, he is a good communicator, and some other qualities like enthusiasm, courage, sense of direction, judgmental power is there, tact to cause integrity is there, through which and the self openness to the others also, that is a good quality. But even if the quality may be divided into also two parts, personal qualities and role related qualities. Personal quality, there are several qualities are there, role related qualities are there. Another one and the last unit is that is called as a power and politics. In present day, power and politics are the two sides of the same coin. Without power, you do not take participate in the politics. Or in a particular organization, through politics, you can get the power. And the power and politics, that is called as a vice versa of nature, and it means the position gives power and the authority to the individuals to interact with the peoples also. You may talk about the CEO, chief executive officer, and he chief executive officer is a positional power, and he can instruct to the subordinates and varied of activities entire organization. And in this way, you may call it as a, oh, I get some power, so I can instruct the people. And in this connection, I want to say you have to it can differ from the structure to structure of the organization. So structure is necessary in the particular organization, so that you may call it as a importance of power means the power used in the organization. Power, it can influence the in take part in decision making. Power is a complexity, formality, centralization of work which is there. Power is needed to efficient functioning of the organization also. And there are different sources of power are there. Formal power is there, informal or legitimate power is there, and reward power is also there. Formal power, it comes from positions of a particular organization. Suppose if I am become as a chief executive officer of a particular company or manager of marketing manager, chief marketing manager of a particular company, it's happen means the post is leads from focus on power, and legitimate power means legal authority can do the particular type of given power. So most powerful ultimate source of individual power. And cohesive power is there, information power is there, export power, and in this way the different types of powers are there. Another one is the process of obtaining power. How you get some power? Through friendliness, and through responsiveness, and through networking with the power of powerful people, and it is through coalition or building coalition. or through your credibility, or through your importance, or through your pressure, means you can get some power. But the question is, what is politics? What is organizational politics? Sometimes you are discarded sometimes job, and you are fed up of job. When you comes to your home or house, at the end of the day you always say, oh, my boss is so much khadus, or my boss is so much bad attitude towards me in today's day, so my day is very much bad. Why you, this type of talking is arises through the organizational politics, means, and that organizer politics, it means it is a one type of associated with the resource allocation, conflict resolution, and decision making process. Sometimes it is a positive side way of doing, and sometimes it is a negative side of organizational politics, to being the hidden agenda and pursue the self interest. You do not know what my boss is thinks about me. You do not know that what top level manager can thinks about me. That is called as the negative side of a politics, organizational politics. I'm talking about organizational politics. I'm not talking about the politics of the political party. So, my dear student, the basis of organizational politics means someone do not express their resistance in through which the politics is arises. Some people develop with influence the people. Someone is invincible their knowledge, skill, arguments through which the political advantage arises, and someone has visible in terms of extraordinary performance, and that this is the way through which the organized politics arises. Another one is factors influencing the organization policy. What are the factors? There are two types of factors are there. Individual factors are there, and organizational factors are there. If you talk about individual factors, some of the individual factors like as a power of control and decision making, individual needs through which the organization politics are. Suppose I need some money, or I need some fund from the company, so so I can do a embellishment of cash, or any type of fraud is arises, or white collar crimes I can do. That type of individual factors always influence the organizational politics. And and there are several positions, several power, promotion, uncertainty, ambiguity, high performance, pressure. These are the some arises through which the organizational politics is arises. And my dear students, in this way, the particular type of organizational things are to be covered under the organizational politics. My dear students, these are the overall coverage of the particular topic. I hope you may cover the particular leadership and the types of leader, democratic, autocratic, laissez-faire leadership, and you may cover the team spirit, and what is the attitude of team, and you may cover the power, and what the power says, and what are the factors affecting the different types of powers, and the politics, what type of individual politics, organizational politics. In this connection, overall, only main motive or objective of the every organization is to achieve something, or to achieve for the common goal, and everybody is do for the to achieve the common goal and common objective. With this section, I may conclude my topics, and thank you everybody. And if any question arises, you can put through me in the chat box, and I can answer. My dear students, you can answer me. Someone says, "Okay, thank you and good morning, sir," and you can ask me the some question through chat box. Otherwise, I may send some PPT. You can note down my phone number, and this is the unit four. Means block four of a particular topic. Anyone can ask me any, if you want any questions, you can ask me. Last 5 minutes for the asking the questions. Okay, one someone is asked me, good morning, sir Mukesh. Good morning, sir. This is one more topic in block for conflict management. I do not know conflict management where it is, and can you please discuss it? Yes, yes, conflict management. Is there Mukesh? Can you unmute it in block
Good
4?
morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Yes, sir. There is a chapter, sir, conflict management. Though we have covered out of five, we have covered four today, sir. Actually, it is
Okay, okay. I
already
hope
finished.
I may not cover this. I hope.
Yes, sir. So that one is left today,
Okay,
sir.
okay, okay. I mean, next day also I may cover.
Sir,
Suppose
sir.
there is a in a particular block 4 is a, where bigger chapters are also there.
Yes, sir. Five chapters
Huh.
total.
Bigger chapters. So in the within a stipulated time, it is very difficult to cover all
Yes,
these
sir.
things.
Yes,
So
sir.
I hope in the next class also I may take the particular topic.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Conflict
sir.
and what is the conflict resolution and what are the factors arises through conflict. There are some
Sir,
topics are there, but
sir.
in the study material of online of IGNOU there is no one I hope side one topic may be left. I may not cover or any questions in what I have taught today.
No, sir. Everything is fine. Thank you, sir.
Uh,
We could
actually,
understand too much, sir.
my dear students, you sometimes your attendance is now presently very much less. I hope 9 or 7, so you have to attend accordingly.
Sir, I do attend all the classes, sir, regular.
Okay, okay, okay,
Thanks a lot, sir.
okay. My dear students, first of all, you read your particular